Tonight we report on how the salmon in the Columbia River are doing as they head upstream and how one of Grant County's largest employers is expanding their business. What's going on in sports, Bob?
9 Moses Lake Chiefs were named to the All-Big 9 Conference team, and the Walleyes rally past Shadle Park. Let's take a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hello everyone, thank you for being with us. It looks like more disturbance is coming our way from the north. I will have all the details for you in just a bit.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
All of the salmon are making it past Wanapum and Rock Island dams after changes to the fish ladders. The Grant and Chelan PUDs modified the ladders for fish traveling upstream after a crack was discovered at Wanapum Dam. The utility spent $1.5 million to fix them before the first salmon began to swim upstream. To test the changes, 250 fish were released with tags, and all of the fish have made it past both dams on their way upstream. Officials from both utilities stated the amount of fish traveling upstream this year is larger than normal. Roughly 20,000 spring Chinook salmon traveled past Rock Island Dam by June 3rd, which is about 1.5 times the normal amount for this time of year. Speeding led to the discovery of 74 grams of heroin and 30 grams of methamphetamine in a red 2002 Audi A4 early Saturday morning. Moses Lake Police stopped a vehicle for speeding and expired tabs on West Knowles Vista Drive. The driver was reportedly driving without a valid operator's license, according to police records. Drug paraphernalia was discovered and a search warrant obtained for the car. Officers found 74 grams of heroin and 30 grams of meth, according to Police Captain Dave Sands. Gilrado Cisneros Fernandez, a 31-year-old Royal City man, was arrested for possession of narcotics and methamphetamine. Genie Industries in Moses Lake is looking to expand in hopes of increasing production. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
Genie Industries, which employs a staff of about 1,300 in Moses Lake, is expanding its site. The Port of Moses Lake commissioners on Monday approved authorizing Port Executive Director Pat Jones to move forward on a lease with Genie, a Terex company. The port's lease agreement with Genie adds 15.4 acres of land to the portable lift manufacturer's 56-acre port-owned site. The lifts Genie manufactures are used in aviation and other industries. The Port Commissioner's action also consolidates a separate Genie lease of 3.6 acres with the port into one lease agreement. Genie now leases 465,000 square feet of building space. Jones said Genie executives told the port the company wants to expand to accommodate an increase in production and improve traffic and shipping circulation around the building. Genie has leased the land and buildings from the port since 1996. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
Thanks, Jeff. The front desk at Grant County District Court in Moses Lake is closing on June 16th. The closure won't affect the courtroom in the Wheeler Road Courthouse, but will affect how people file paperwork or pay tickets at the courthouse. District Court Administrator Barb Smith said a computer terminal will be available for people to pay fines, and a drop box will be open on the east side of the building for people filing paperwork. The change came after the commissioners decided not to spend an estimated $2 million to remodel the building. The change won't affect people with hearings in Moses Lake. A 34-year-old Camino Island man fell into an irrigation canal in Ephrata on Saturday and was able to get out about 3/4 of a mile later. The Ephrata police reported the man fell in behind Oasis Park in Ephrata and was able to get out on Martin Road Southwest. He was taken to Columbia Basin Hospital for treatment of possible hypothermia and later released. Now, let's take a look at people currently being sought out by the Grant County Sheriff's Office.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be right back after this.